Hi families, I'm here for a story time session today that you can watch with your kids. Today I'm going to be reading When Someone You Love Has Cancer, a guide to help kids cope, written by Alaric Lewis and illustrated by R.W. Alley. Keep in mind that you can check these out in our St. Luke's Family Connect library once we are reopened. So what is cancer? Your body is like a machine made up of many parts that make up bigger parts, that make up still bigger parts. The smallest part is called a cell, and a cell is so small you can't even see it with your eyes. You would need a microscope. But cells grouped together make tissues, and tissues working together make organs, and organs make us able to breathe and eat and pump blood and fight against sickness. Sometimes something bad happens to the cells, and these sick cells group together. When they do, it can cause harm to tissues and organs in the body, making a person sick. This is called cancer. Don't be afraid to ask questions. There are many types of cancer, and each can harm different parts of the body. You might want to know exactly what is happening in the body of someone you love. Ask a relative or teacher to explain what part of your loved one's body is hurting. They can help you look up things in an encyclopedia or on the internet. There are pictures and facts. They're about tissues or organs harmed by the cancer. They can help you understand the difference between a healthy body like yours and a sick one. Scary words are not always so scary. Sometimes you might hear people say big words that you don't understand. These words can sound very scary, like biopsy, chemotherapy, remission. Have someone help you understand these words and any other words you might hear. When you know what they mean, you'll see they're not so scary after all. For example, biopsy means exploring to see what might be wrong. Chemotherapy means cleaning the inside of the body to try and help the sick cells. And remission means the best thing of all. The person is better now. It's not your fault. It's natural to want to know why something happens. You might be wondering why Grandpa Pete has cancer. Doctors know some things, like smoking cigarettes, can cause cancer, but there is still much they don't know, and they can never answer the why for sure. If we don't know why, sometimes we may wonder if we did something to make this happen. We might think no one is telling us why because it is somehow our fault. But people get sick, and that's just the way things are sometimes, knowing that you did nothing to bring this on. It's okay to cry. When someone has cancer, it can be very sad for everyone. No one likes to see someone they love hurting. And when you know he or she is hurting, it can make you hurt also. This causes sadness for everyone. For the person who is sick, for the family members, and for you. It's okay to be sad, and it's okay to cry. Crying doesn't mean you're not strong. It's just a way for your body to show you are sad. Everyone cries. Boys and girls, men and women. It's okay for you too, if you feel like it. It's okay to be mad. When someone in your family has cancer, life can be even busier than usual. Along with all your normal activities like school and soccer and scouts, time also has to be made for your loved one's needs. There will be extra trips to the hospital for checkups and chemotherapy. Sometimes this means that you might not get to do what you like to do, and this can make you mad. It's okay to be mad, especially when things are hard to understand. When you get to do something fun again, you'll be less mad. It's okay to be afraid. Even if you know something about it, cancer can still be scary. There might be 1,000 questions running through your mind, like what if Bobby doesn't get better? Or what if Sarah never comes home from the hospital? You might wonder if things will ever get back to normal again. Being afraid doesn't mean you're being a baby. It just means that there are things going on that are hard to understand, and that's scary for everyone, even grown-ups. Remember, you can always tell them that you are afraid. It's okay to be happy. There is much to be sad, mad, and afraid about when someone you love has cancer, but there are still things to be happy about, and it's good to remember that too. Maybe your dog did something crazy. Maybe you heard a funny story at school. Maybe you scored a goal at your soccer match. When these things happen, don't be afraid to laugh and roll your eyes and be happy. Your loved one who is sick will want to hear all about it. 2, by sharing happiness with her, she'll be able to smile too. Talking helps. Sometimes you will feel sad, sometimes mad, sometimes afraid, and sometimes happy. Since everyone is different, you may feel some things that others don't. Your cousin may be happy when you're sad. You may be afraid when your sister is mad. When there are so many different feelings happening around you, it's good to talk to someone to help to understand them all better. If possible, a good person to talk to is the loved one who has cancer. But there are many people who want to hear how you feel. Parents, teachers, ministers, relatives. People change. When someone is fighting against cancer, many things happen that change that person. Your favorite aunt, who always plays ball or climbs trees with you, may become tired and unable to do much, or she may lose weight and become much smaller. Some people who have dark skin may become very pale. Some people lose all of their hair. What's important is on the inside of a person. If you notice changes in Aunt Karen, don't be afraid. It is what her body must go through while she's fighting against the disease. Know that what's inside the person who loves you remains the same. Do something nice. Think back to when you had a cold or the flu, or maybe when you got your tonsils out. Being sick is no fun. No one likes to feel bad, and no amount of ice cream can help that. But it helps when people do nice things to show they care. You can help your loved one feel better by doing something nice for him. Maybe you can make a card with pictures of happy things, or pick flowers to brighten up his room, or tell him about something exciting that happened at school. When you help someone to feel better, you'll find that you feel better too. Sometimes people don't get better. Cancer is a very serious disease. Sometimes even though doctors try very hard and we pray and hope very much, the person we love may not get better. This doesn't mean the doctors didn't do their job or that our prayers were not answered. It just means the cancer became too strong to fight. If this happens, you might not be able to visit your loved one as much for a while because he must spend more time in the hospital. It may even mean that his life here will end and he will go to heaven. You will be taken care of. You may worry about who will care for you if your loved one is not around. Who will fix my breakfast? Who will take me to school? Who will read me stories? If you are worried about this, talk to a grown-up. You will find there will be many people who will help you. All you need to do is ask. Always remember there are many caring adults who will make sure you have the things you need. Say a prayer. Many people pray when they need extra help, especially when someone is sick. Praying is asking God to give us and the people we love the things we need most. You can pray for your loved one as well. Ask a grown-up, like a priest or minister, or even your parents to help you pray so that your loved one may get the things she needs most. God listens to all prayer, so you can pray in your own way. You can ask God to help your loved one and say a prayer of thanks when your loved one is feeling better.